Hello everyone, this is my 1972 C10 dashboard that I restored, and in doing that I found it a pain to take it out and put it back in to troubleshoot things like bulbs or gauges, to find out if it's the gauge itself, the wires, the bulbs, or the sending units involved. So what I did is I built this little testing station. I bought a factory adapter, or factory connector I should say, that just clips into the back of the dash, and I'll show you that in a minute. And I will plug it in and then come back to you and give you a tour of the tester. Okay, so it's all plugged in. I got my harness here plugged into the back of the gauge. And here I have a power supply plugged into the side of the test station. It's a 12-volt power supply, as you can see here. And then you can go on and start testing the various functions of the dashboard. First thing, we'll test the lights. You can see here all the light bulbs are on in the dash. And next, if I want to try turn signal, for instance, I got my indicator light there. Turn signal works. Maybe the brake indicator, if that's perhaps not working, or high temperature, engine temperature, and a potentiometer here to simulate a sending unit for the fuel tank. And as I turn the knob, you can see the fuel sending unit is sending, the simulated sending unit is sending different resistance to the gauge. Next, if I move over, I've got the volt gauge, which is currently not indicating, but as I turn this on, then I'll start showing some voltage. And again, I've connected a potentiometer here to vary the resistance, so you can see if the gauge is working based on high or low voltage. Of course, it caps out at the 12.2 volts that the power supply, or roughly 12 volts that it's supplying. Next, the high beam light here, and I've gone ahead and changed the lens here to a blue one, and that's working. And lastly, the temperature. So turn that on, and then a potentiometer again here is going to vary the gauge, to vary the resistance to the gauge, simulating the sending unit, changing resistance, and verifying that the gauge works properly. So that's essentially my test station. Extremely useful. You can test out all the bulbs and take the guesswork out, and you don't have to take the gauge in and out of the car, the gauge cluster in and out of the car. So hope you like it.